In this video, I'm going to show how to create a C++ library and use it inside a ROS2 node in another package. Libraries are a great way of reusing code because you write the function or a class one time and then you can reuse it in other packages as you need it. So let's jump right in. Hello, I'm Roberto from the Construct. I'm using the Construct platform as usual. You can use it too if you go to theconstructsim.com and log in with your account. I already done it, and I will open the ROS check that I created for showing you this example. You can copy this ROS check to your account in the platform if you follow the link in the description of the video. So I will be using the code editor and also a terminal. Okay, and I think that's all I need to start with this example. So let's start. In order to create a library, I will put it on a separate package. So let's move into source and create a package, a ROS2 package. Like I will call it my value converter library, and it will be of type CMake, just because we will do a C++ library. This is complaining about the license because I'm using ROS2 Humble, but you can ignore this warning, no problem. And now let's create a header file and then a source code file. Let's cd into the package, the include directory, and this folder, which is the same name of the package, and create header file. I will just call it library header.h, and basically this is the content. It's here on the notebook that you already have if you have copied the ROS check. Basically it's just a very minimal header file with the header guards, and I'm declaring here the map values function and the parameters. So you could create a class also if you want, but this example I'm just showing the how to do it with a function. So let's create a CPP file for the source course. Just the name I will use is just the name of the package. .cpp, my value converter library CPP, and here again I will paste in the code of this library, which is defining this function, and it has the include statement, which includes the header file that we just created. Okay, now the important part is how you modify the CMakeLists.txt file of this package so that this library can be found by other packages. So let me just first place it the code here that I have in the notebook inside the CMakeLists.txt file, and I will just briefly explain. So we use the include directories command to let the compiler know where to search the header files. In this case, it's the include directory here inside the package. We use the add library command to create a target, a library target. The name is just the name of the package, my value converter library, and we also pass in the folder and the name of the source code file. Then we use amend export targets to export this as a library, and we install the library in the include directory, which is inside the install. So let me just change this briefly here. We are inside, it will be inside the install include my value converter library, and that's it. So now let's just confirm that we can build the workspace, which contains just this one package. I got some warnings, but it compiles without any errors. So great. Next step would be to create a package that uses this library. So let's move to inside the workspace, inside the source directory. I will copy this create package command, which is a bit longer because we are passing in a license and also passing dependencies. So using the dash dependencies, I'm telling it that it depends on RCL CPP libraries, standard messages, and also my value converter library, which is the library we just created. So by doing this, it will be later easier for us to modify the CMake lists, and we don't have to modify the package XML because we already told when we created this package that we are depending on my value converter library. So just let's build here. So if we have a typo when we write the dependencies or the library cannot be found, then now we would get an error. So I would recommend to just quickly build at this stage and confirm everything it's fine. And now we can start creating or writing the code of this new package that will use the library that we created, and it's inside a different package. So I created a my value converter node CPP file, which uses this library. So this has a bit of code here. So I will paste it. It's quicker. Just let us quickly see what it is. Very important. I'm including my value converter library that we created before, and this is just creating a ROS2 node, and I'm defining a callback function for a subscriber, and after that I'm creating the subscriber and also a publisher. So this node has a subscribes to a topic, and then publishes to a different topic. And in between, here inside the callback function, I am using the map value function, which is defined in this my value converter library and being imported via this include statement. So here, in this line here, we're using the library from a different package. And that's it. I have a main function. I start a ROS2, and create a node. So here we also modify the CMakeLists script, but since we created the package with indicated that it depends on my value converter library, it already included this line, find package line. So since we already compiled it once, we know that it's able to find this library. What we now do, it's just add these 3 lines to add an executable, like we want to build a binary. The name will be main, and from we have to tell them from which source code file. And it's the file that we just created inside the source directory, my value converter node.cpp. Then we use amend underscore target underscore dependencies to tell CMake that main, the executable that we just we created with this command, depends on the library, my value converter library, the one that we just created, RCL CPP and standard messages. And then we installed the binary inside the lib folder, and that's it. So let's run call compute and see if this compiles. It takes a while. Looks good. It's finished without errors. So remember to source inside the installer the setup bash file. And now let's try to run the node. ROS2 run my value converter node. It's the ROS2 package that included the library, and the binary was main. So it's telling my value converter node started. It's looking good. Let's do some checks. So it has the input topic and output topic present. So ROS2 node list. Let's see, the converter node is running. So as you can see, I created a library in this one package, my value converter library, and then I use this library, the code from this library, in a different package, my value converter node, in this line here, the map value function, which is not defined in this package anywhere, only in this other package. So you can write code as a library and then import it in other ROS2 nodes or ROS2 packages, and you don't have to rewrite the same code over and over again. So that's very useful, I think. So I hope you liked the video. Let me show you, if you're interested in learning more about ROS, different courses that we have on different topics, for beginners to advanced. So go to theconstructsim.com, and there you will see, if you go to self-led courses on the left side menu, you will see the different courses that we have, or different open classes that have been published that you can attend online. So that's it for today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.